Welcome back, everybody. Now today it's a freaking food review. Today I'm testing out both flavors of the Picklewich from Jimmy John's. They say they're freaky fast. Well, today it's Freakin' Reviews meets Freaky Fast and both flavors of the Picklewich. Now the Picklewich is a sandwich that uses a pickle instead of bread. They have two different flavors in this limited time offering and I'm gonna try both of them. They have the Vito and the turkey, so let's jump right into the first one. Here's the two of them. I'm gonna take the turkey and put it aside. We're going with the Vito first. Oh, they even cut it in half. They even cut it in half. It was very nice. Might need this because it's probably gonna be kind of wet. But let me weigh this. Let me see how much this weighs. Oh, and the bread is already kind of wet with pickle juice. This currently weighs 9.7 ounces. It's pretty small. It's smaller than a regular Jimmy John's sandwich. That doesn't mean it won't taste good though. Even though they've gotten the wrapper, which I can see why they would do that. For these purposes, I gotta take it out of there. I gotta take a look. Oh, it's wet. It is wet with pickle juice. That's half of it right there. There's one side. I mean, it looks pretty good. It's very wet. My hands are already smelling like pickle juice, I can tell. The Vito includes a jumbo kosher dill pickle gutted and filled with salami, capicola, provolone cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, sauce, and herbs. I left the onions off. For my friends out there who don't like onions like me, you'll understand why. Here we go. Now it's time to taste it. See what we got. It's interesting. I mean, low carb people would probably like this, except for the wetness. It's just very wet. Does it look good? Let's give it a try. Well, that first bite's pretty interesting. You know, I need to go on for a second one just for educational purposes, and my plate's already soaked. Before I give my opinion, let's pair that with the Jimmy pickle chips. See how these pair together. Pickle chip. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Now I'll say by this. Before I give my opinion on the Vito, let's go right into the turkey. I got a clean plate here because that one's soaked. The turkey is 9.4 ounces, just a little bit lighter than the Vito. A peek inside there, it looks pretty good. I definitely would recommend leaving the paper on as much as you can. It at least keeps some of that pickle juice inside. But I'm not doing that. I'm jumping into this pickle juice like a swimming pool. I'm gonna bathe in it. I would say it's a slightly weird, but kind of oddly attractive a sandwich, especially to pickle lovers. Let me measure this. Let me see how long this is. The Picklewich is about 6 inches long. The turkey offering is a jumbo dill pickle, gutted and filled with turkey, provolone, lettuce, tomato, and onion. Once again, I left off the onion. All right, so we weighed it, we measured it. Now it's time for the taste test. Turkey Picklewich down the hatch. Oh, it's dripping. It is dripping. And pair it up. Here's my two uneaten halves right here. So what's the final verdict on the Picklewich here? And I would say of those two, I think the Vito works better in this configuration. It seems like the ingredients in there just kind of pair well that giant pickle more than the turkey. I like them both, but I'd definitely go with the Vito if I had to choose. There is something kind of satisfying about that big crunch when you bite into it. It's just, unlike bread that just doesn't make a sound. That crunch is quite satisfying. The only problem also is that because the pickle's wet, your hands are getting soaked, juice is dripping everywhere, and sometimes the ingredients kind of slide around. Both of them paired well with these pickle flavored chips as well. Now I did pay $7.79 for each one of these, which seems a bit steep for a pickle with a little bit of ingredients on there. To be fair also, if you've seen something like this online, there is a place called What's the Dill Detroit that sells pickle sandwiches. They've been doing so for a while, so it's not completely original because that's been around. But with all that in mind, I think this is a success. I would buy this again, especially if I was trying to watch my carbs. Despite the fact that it's a bit steep for what you get, despite the fact that you're covered in pickle juice afterwards, I actually kind of like it. Pickle lovers rejoice for something like this. I wouldn't mind seeing this become a seasonal thing for them they offer every year because it's that good. There are some haters online that say this is the worst thing ever. Well, I disagree. I disagree. I like pickles. I eat straight pickles all the time. So something like this is right up my alley. But that's all I've got. If you've tried the Picklewich or something like it, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.